Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. And welcome to Minnesota Avenue, also known as Downtown Ward 7 and soon to be Northeast Heights. Certainly today has been a long time coming, and I'm excited about today's groundbreaking and what it means for the future of the community that my family has called home for a number of years, dating back to my great-grandmother who owned a home just on the other side here of the Whitlock Bridge over in River Terrace. I'm excited about what this opportunity means and creating opportunities. I'm excited about what this project means and creating opportunities for those who for far too long have been overlooked and considered the last, the least, and the lost. I'm excited about the job opportunities, the contract opportunities, the career opportunities that this project will bring. I'm excited that this very same parking lot that my friends and I would ride our bikes in and pop up and wash them as if they were our vehicles, will now be the home of the Department of General Services. But most importantly, I'm excited because Minnesota Avenue is on the move. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the mayor of the greatest city in the world of Washington, D.C., Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am delighted to be here. I want to thank you, Commissioner Holcomb, for that warm welcome, and I want to thank all of the commissioners, Civic Association members, neighbors, friends who are here for a very important celebration and a milestone in a way that we move forward on delivering on a number of promises and investments toward 7. I want to acknowledge and thank Councilmember Vincent Gray, who has joined us and who you will hear from, who I dare say, I would say singularly focused, but that's not actually, yeah, he has two real single focuses, I would say. And downtown Ward 7 is one of them, making sure that we're taking care of the health and the public health in Ward 7, and for the city is also a major focus as he chairs the council's health committee. I am also very grateful to my team at DMPED and Deputy Mayor Falchicchio, our team at DGS, and our new partners in this work who are making a major investment in Ward 7. We have been focused, and just a little bit ago, I made the decision to focus DC government and our buying power, leasing power, and spending power on helping our private sector partners make decisions to invest in the city. And that is a powerful tool, the district's leasing power. In fact, we know that the current home of DGS, the Reeves Center, located at 14th and U, was part of Mayor Barry's vision to transform U Street, and we see what we've been able to accomplish. So last year, DGS entered into a 20-year lease at this location, and we are excited about what that will mean for the Northeast Heights community. So thank you to DMPED and Deputy Mayor Falchicchio and his team for bringing every resource to this project. This is a toolbox, a DC government lease, a TIF, thank you, Council Member, in an opportunity zone. So we're using every tool in our toolbox to make this happen for Ward 7. And Director Anderson, I want to thank you. I think this may be the first lease that we've inked in our East of the River focus. And DGS, as they do in many things, is leading the way. Normally, it's DGS that is responsible for the groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings for their client agencies. And this time, they are the client agency. So to that end, I also want to acknowledge and thank our new partners, the Cedar Realty Trust, who you'll hear from later. And you'll also hear from DGS. Deputy Mayor Falchicchio will also join us with his team for the ribbon cutting. So with that, I want to turn it over to the champion for Ward 7 and for this new Northeast Heights investment and real initiative, a lot of energy moving around, delivering what neighbors and residents need and want in their close by community. Councilmember Gray.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Can you all hear me? All right, thank you very much. And good morning, everybody. Nice warm day out here today, isn't it? I want to thank the mayor for inviting me to take part in this, what I think is a remarkable, groundbreaking ceremony. I'm certain that those who are here will share my excitement because of the catalytic effect this is going to have on bringing the D.C. Department of General Services headquarters to Ward 7. And of course, we're just down the street from the Department of Employment Services, which is right up the street. We are excited about the amenities that will be brought to this neighborhood where DGS will now be located when it's finished. Since returning to office, I've worked closely with Cedar Realty Trust and community leaders who have, I think, a fantastic vision for the major economic development opportunities that exist right in this area. In fact, my brother grew up right over on the other side over there after he got married and moved out of where we were. The leadership, I think, has a great vision for the major economic development that can occur in this area. So I'm absolutely thoroughly excited and pleased that DGS is coming to Ward 7. Of course, as the mayor indicated, currently located at the historic Reeves Center at 14th and U Northwest, and is going to be relocating its headquarters right here to Ward 7 and bring lots of opportunities with it. Since signing the letter of intent that has made this move possible, and thank you, Mayor, for doing that. It's a very important thing for us right here in Ward 7. We've looked at the possibilities that we're going to have somewhere between 400 and 500 DGS employees who will be coming to Ward 7. And maybe more, who knows? But this will be a great location for the Department of General Services. I should have mentioned as well the East River Park entity, which is being built, being developed by Cedar Realty Trust as well. It's actually included in a suite of bills that I introduced into the council that they were just passed recently to bring more full-service grocery stores to the District of Columbia, and we're excited about that as well because we know we live in a food desert here. We see the new DGS headquarters as being part of the Northeast Heights setting, which is what Cedar Realty is developing also, and it's going to be the new home for the development of the East River Park and Senator Square entity right here. I'm actually hopeful and enthusiastic about today's groundbreaking and the accelerated economic development that this will catalyze in Ward 7. It's going to be a great commitment to the influx of government workers, which we are excited about, and will provide essential work, weak traffic, foot traffic, and more that will boost more efforts right here in Ward 7 with more, we know, will be more sit-down restaurants as well. The new headquarters and the rest of the Northeast Heights area located will be in an opportunity zone, which of course is a federal entity commitment that will engage involve the development and will spur additional supports right along the corridor of Minnesota Avenue, downtown Ward 7, that is sometimes referred to. In any event, I look forward to my continued work with the mayor and what we're going to be able to do to make this happen. And I'm looking forward to the acceleration of additional economic development opportunities right here in Ward 7, downtown Ward 7, as we pursue projects like this, creating more economic opportunities right before our very eyes. So again, Mayor, thank you very much for your work. I appreciate it very much. And we look forward to getting this groundbreaking moving forward and get the first bricks in the ground. Thank you all very much.
So with that, I'm going to ask Deputy Mayor Falchicchio to come up because I want to spend just a couple of minutes talking about our focus on using leasing as a tool to make development happen faster in neighborhoods who have been seeking this investment and the amenities that come with it. Followed by Director Keith Anderson, who's going to tell you a little bit about DGS's move. Thank you.
Well, good morning. I'm John Falchicchio. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, and really excited to be up here with Director Anderson because this is really a team effort. So what Mayor Bowser directed us to do, and she directed us a few years ago to do it, was to look at really the purchase power. And when we talk about the purchase power, we're talking about the leasing that the district government does in order to make sure that we create more economic vibrancy in wards 7 and 8. So all the other wards are great to be in, but in wards 7 and 8, we want to be a leader in bringing vibrancy so that we can also bring retail and in this instance support a brand new supermarket right here on the site. So the East of the River leasing strategy was something that Mayor put forth a few years ago, and DEMPED and DGS have been working together to make sure that's implemented. The other tool that the Mayor alluded to that we're going to use at this very site is called tax increment financing. All right, raise your hand if you know what tax increment financing is. All right, well, there's some reporters here, so I'm going to explain it slowly. So tax increment financing is actually the ability for the District of Columbia to borrow money in order to invest in the public infrastructure. So think about all the streets and the sidewalks and the pipes for utilities that have to go into this site and the public space amenities as well. That's what we're going to invest in. And through Mayor Bowser's leadership and Councilmember Gray's advocacy, we're going to invest $50 million into this site. Now that deserves some applause, am I right? And so with the DGS being the first to come to this site, right, the new reimagined site, Northeast Heights, they're going to be right here. And then what you really want to think about is from here to the bridge and to the other side of the street, past where the current supermarket is going to be redeveloped into a vibrant town center that Councilmember Gray reminds us again and again is the downtown of Ward 7. So with that, I want to bring up Director Anderson to talk to you about the excitement that DGS has, not just to come here to Ward 7 for their new home, but also to attract other client agencies and district government to come to Ward 7 and 8 as well. Director Anderson. Good job.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Falchicchio, and good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ward 7. This is a wonderful day, isn't it? Again, I am Keith Anderson, the Director of the Department of General Services, and on this fine day, there are many people to thank who have worked hard to get us to this milestone event where this site will be the new headquarters for the Department of General Services. That's right. But first, I just have a few words for Mayor Muriel Bowser. Mayor Bowser, particularly in the last year, we all have seen how you have led this great city through the pandemic. How you have used resources at hand to keep everyone safe, yet still move DC forward and maintain its stability through a very difficult time. I'm deeply humbled that you look to DGS as an economic resource to help get Northeast Heights off the ground. Thank you for relying on DGS to help support the mission to build a stronger, safer city so that everyone can indeed have a fair shot towards a better life. Your belief and support in us helps us fuel the work we do every day to build, maintain, and sustain the District of Columbia's real estate portfolio. Every day, DGS is up to that challenge. So today, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be the first agency since signing the mayoral order in September of 2019 to move its headquarters to the Northeast Heights community right here in Ward 7. We know that bringing DGS here and the retail experience along with that will be an economic boost needed to allow Ward 7 to have a shot and really, truly thrive. It's a very exciting time for us to bring nearly 400 to 500 employees of the DGS workforce here, and I cannot wait to do it. Now, as it has been stated earlier today, in the normal course, DGS manages the construction of this project, not this one. But the headquarters project will be managed by Cedar Trust Realty, and I want to thank Cedar Trust Realty. I want to thank Councilmember Vincent Gray for supporting our move towards 7. We're looking forward to being good neighbors. Special thanks again to Deputy Mayor Falchicchio and his team from the Deputy Mayor's Office of Planning and Economic Development. And I would also like to thank Trammell Crow Company, and special thanks also to Commissioner Tyrell Holcomb for his advocacy as we move forward. And last but not least, I want to give a special shout out to our portfolio division at the Department of General Services for making this happen. I'd like to give a special shout out to Tawana Hicks and her team for this. So to hear more, thank you, team. So to hear more about this unique project and the collaboration between Aslan and Cedar Realty Trust, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Jim Simmons, CEO and founder of Aslan Capital Partners. Thank you, everyone.
So I'm going to be brief, and I have really one job here, and that's to introduce Robin. But I just want to say a couple of brief words. What you see today behind you is somewhat like a Broadway play. And the reason why that's the case is because there's years and years of planning, coordination, rehearsal, practices, cooperation that's been brought to the table here today to allow this to occur. I want to thank the members of this neighborhood, because what hopefully you'll find at the end of this is a project that you can be proud of, that will bring the much needed goods and services to this community that for too long we're missing. So I'm a child of the 60s, and I grew up in the suburbs, and the message that was given through the 60s, 70s, and 80s was that the suburbs were better and superior to the cities, and in particular the inner cities. And what I can say about Washington, D.C., as a firm that does this all around the country, is you guys have it right. The inner city is the place where we should be investing our capital. And I stand here today to speak for the capital. I speak for my firm. I speak for Goldman Sachs Urban Group, Margaret Anadu, who couldn't be here today, But when we make investment decisions, we make them based upon good partners, based upon good sound economics, and based upon excellence. So I just want to talk about excellence for a minute. When I met Robin and we talked about this project, we talked about it under the auspices of how I could be helpful to make it happen as opposed to my participating. And what I understood from the first time that we met was excellence personified. And Robin and her team, and in fact the entire team that's been assembled today, personifies excellence. And that's important because for so long, our communities were taught that we don't deserve excellence. And not only do we deserve it, but we personify it and we are it. So for our children, in particular my daughter, I am proud to say that she can look up to the mayor, she can look up to Margaret, and she can certainly look up to Robin and say, I can be that, I can do that. So with that, I introduce Robin McBride-Ziegler, who without her hard work and diligence, none of this would be possible.
Thank you. I'm humbled by that introduction. I may take Jim with me on the road. You know, this is truly a triumph for Washington, D.C., and particularly for the residents of Ward 7. And it's something that our team is incredibly proud of. You know, I'm aware that the words community and collaboration often ring hollow when folks talk about new developments. But Northeast Heights genuinely is a testament to what's possible when there is true collaboration and understanding between business folks, elected officials, and community leaders. This project simply could not have materialized without all those parties working together towards a common goal. We're thrilled about the first phase of this project, which will establish a new Department of General Services headquarters. But we're even more excited about the future of Northeast Heights, which will include attainably priced and designated affordable homes, street-level retail, a new grocery store, additional office space, community gathering space, and more. We talk about Ward 7 as a place that has been historically underserved from an economic perspective, but that description undersells the livelihood of this community. From the passion that resonates when we have community meetings, to the overwhelming support and attendance for events such as Art All Night and Cultural DC, the Mobile Art Gallery, we know that the Minnesota-Benning corridor is as vibrant as any other in the district. This development will provide an asset that enhances that livelihood. I'm particularly proud that the Northeast Heights team that we have put together to lead or play a major role in this project is made up of 11 African-American commercial real estate professionals that are at the top of their game. From our JV partners, our brokers, our advisor, the fee developer, as well as the Cedar Realty team. When the narrative is out there that it's not possible to find quality minority talent in commercial real estate, this project helps to dispel that myth. I want to express my sincerest gratitude to all of the stakeholders from Ward 7 and the district at large, including Mayor Muriel Bowser, John Felchecchio, and the entire team at DMPED, led by Keith Anderson, Councilman Vince Gray, the ANC Chair Terrell Holcomb, Johans Fuller and Tawana Hicks, and the rest of the DGS team, the Marshall Heights Executive Board, Main Street DC, and the other community leaders that have participated and supported and led and provided the opportunity for this journey all along the way. As I mentioned previously, this project is really a collaboration. It truly embodies the adage that it takes a village. And I would personally also like to thank the Cedar team, including Carlos Bonner and Jessica Tan, Rich Villaboy and John DeToli, our general partner who you just met, Jim Simmons, and Caleb Rabinitz, that also works with him, our limited partner, Goldman Sachs Urban Investment Group, led by Margaret Anadu, as well as Dan Alger, Alan Sage, and Jill Nye. the Trammell Crow CBRE team, particularly Adam Weirs, Terrence Williams, Campbell Smith, and Derek Mayshore. And last but not least, our JLL brokerage and advisory team led by Roland Merchant. This has been a true labor of love, and I can't wait to continue this journey with all of you as we endeavor on the future phases of Northeast Heights, which are certain to be transformative and impactful for Ward 7 and the district for generations to come. Thank you all for coming to help celebrate this momentous occasion. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank everybody for those great words, and I'm going to invite you in just a moment to help me turn some dirt and get this this project underway. I do make all my public comments these days with this request as well, and that is that everybody get vaccinated. We have done as a city just a tremendous job. Residents and businesses have made tremendous sacrifices, and that is why we're crushing the virus in this city. But it's not gone yet. And we have also been very pleased because of your diligence that our activities in the city are opening up and will open for the most part tomorrow, the May 21st at 5 a.m. June 11th, some large venue facilities will also open up. And so that is why it's even more important that people are engaging in more activity. Among vaccinated people are getting vaccinated too, because that is the only way to truly protect yourself and your life. So please go to a free walk-up, no appointment, no registration needed location. Call your doctor, go to your pharmacy. All of those places will have vaccine available. So with that, may I invite our speaking guests to come up and neighborhood guests to come up for the ceremonial turning of the dirt. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.